Okay. Lots of interesting stuff, right? Heard shark attack. Heard about some mysteries. How's Hades? They're on. Good. Okay. Does everyone feel like you're on pace to finish, to have this done by tomorrow? Yeah? Good. So today we're going to talk about details. Okay, and our goal is to notice small but powerful details in a story. So in a story, there are many details. Right, do you guys remember The Tiger Rising? Any of you read that before? One of my favorite books. So in that book, I remember that the one day when Sistine, she was taking the kids outside to beat them up, and they said the doors to go outside were red. Right now, do you think that's a detail that is important? Not really, right? When I was in middle school, the doors to go outside were red. Not so important. It's a detail, but not so important. But what about something like the dress she wore on her first day? Is that an important detail? Sure is. Right, so the difference there is that kind of detail tells us who they are. Right? So that kind of detail tells us who the character is. What kind of person is that character? So among all these important details, all the details in the book, some are more important than others. And the ones that we're going to try to focus on today are ones that tell us who the characters are, what they desire. So what is it the character wants? Okay. What they desire, the obstacles or problems they encounter, and also how do they respond? How do they respond to those problems? Okay, so to repeat, among all the details in a story, the ones that we're going to focus on, because they're most important, are ones that tell us who the characters are, what kind of person is Sistine. Details related to who the character is, what they desire. So what did Rob want? Right? Details related to what motivates that character. Details related to the problem or obstacles the character faces. And then how they respond to that obstacle. Do they fight or they run away? How do they respond? Okay, so we're going to practice this. And I've got a story to read for you. It's called The Marble Champ. And just in case you don't know, marbles, it's a game. Now, you know what a marble is? Like the glass ball. The game marbles, the marbles are set up in a particular way, and you have to flick the marble with your thumb to knock other marbles out of the way. Right? This is called The Marble Champ. And the main character, her name is Lupe Medrano. Okay, so when I read that, that's a name. So I'm going to read the first paragraph, and as I read, you're listening for details to tell us who the character is. What kind of person is Lupe? All right, so Dave, when I read this first, what are you listening for? Who can help Dave? We're listening to find out. Tom?
Details that show who the main character is.
Details that tell us what kind of person Lupe is. Got it, Dave? Lupe Medrano, a shy girl who spoke in whispers, was the school's spelling bee champion, winner of the reading contest at the public school library or public library 3 summers in a row, blue ribbon awardee in the science fair, the top student at her piano recital, and the playground grand champion in chess. Turn it off. What kind of person is she? Got quiet all of a sudden. What kind of person is she? There's a lot of talk, right? Guys, that was just one sentence. You want to tell me?
Maybe smart or hard work.
Is she smart? You think she's smart? Hardworking? Shy? I'm going to continue, okay? She was a straight A student, and not counting kindergarten, when she had been stung by a wasp, never missed one day of elementary school. She had received a small trophy for this honor and had been congratulated by the mayor. You know what the mayor is?
Yes.
Like the leader of a town or city. Right?
Yes.
So what can we add to this? What kind of person is Lupe?
Smart.
Oh, real smart, yeah.
It's very responsible.
Responsible. Good. Yep.
Never.
Huh? You guys know anybody like Lupe? Would you be Lupe's friend?
No. Oh, not now.
Not now.
Yeah, not now.
What if Lupe was your cousin? Would you like that?
Yes.
I wouldn't.
No.
Because my mom would always say, your cousin didn't miss a day of school. Your cousin got straight A's. I don't think that'd be very fun. Right? So does it seem like Lupe is perfect?
No.
So far, it's pretty good, right? Let me keep reading. And as I read this time, we're going to think about obstacles, problems Lupe might face. Okay? So Stella, what are you going to listen for this time? Okay, here we go. But though Lupe had a razor-sharp mind, she could not make her body, no matter how much she tried, run as fast as the other girls. She begged her body to move faster, but could never beat anyone in the 50-yard dash. The truth was that Lupe was no good in sports. She could not catch a pop-up or figure out in which direction to kick the soccer ball. One time, she kicked the ball at her own goal and scored a point for the other team. That happened last year. She was no good at baseball or basketball either, and even had a hard time making a hula hoop stay on her hips. So turn and talk. What's the obstacle? All right, back together. Here's what I heard. Horrible at PE. Horrible at PE. That's right. Anybody want to add something? Yes?
Kind of unfit.
Unfit. Anything else? You say she lacks talent. Right? Lacks talent for physical activities. Okay? So, we're going to read on again. This time you're going to think about what she desires. Okay? So, Fantastic Fred, what are we listening for? Right, what she desires, what she wants. It wasn't until last year, when she was 11 years old, that she learned how to ride a bike, almost your age. And even then, she had to use training wheels. Imagine Durand riding a bike with training wheels. Right? That's Lupe. She could walk in the swimming pool, but couldn't swim. And chanced roller skating only when her father held her hand. I'll never be good at sports, she fumed one rainy day as she lay on her bed, gazing at the shelf her father made to hold her awards. I wish I could win something, anything, even marbles. So turn and talk. What does she desire? What does she want? What she want? Heard you guys say she wants to win. She wants to win at something other than academics. All right? So everybody knows her as the smart girl. Right? She can't do anything else. She doesn't like that. She wants to win something else. Okay? So now we know who she is. We know the obstacles she faces. We know what she wants. Now we need to figure out how she'll respond to this obstacle. Right? And that's going to propel our story. Right? So I've got one more sentence to read. One more paragraph. At the word marbles, she sat up. That's it. Maybe I could be good at playing marbles. She hopped out of bed and rummaged through the closet until she found a can full of her brother's marbles. She poured the rich glass treasure on her bed and picked 5 of the most beautiful marbles. So what's her response to this obstacle? Is she going to say, I won't be any good at marbles either? And just cry? Does that sound like her response?
She's not afraid to try out new things.
Good, right? So her response here, and we'll over here. She's going to try, right? She's going to try marbles, right? One thing that jumped out at me was the phrase, that's it. When do you use that? When do you say that? When you have an idea, when you make a decision, when a change is going to happen. Right? So if my kids are being bad at home, right? That's it. Go to your room. You're grounded, Eric. Right? So that's it. It's just a phrase, but it carries a lot of meaning. It means that the way things were is going to change. Right? So Lupe, she responds by trying. Right? And we're going to read more of the story tomorrow. But for now, right, this is just the first page. So if you look at these are my notes, right? These are my jots. So as I read this, I jotted down things about these details. That's exactly what I want to see you do. Okay? So I've got a slide that will help you remember if you forget. So for the next, you're going to have about 30 minutes to read. Okay, you're going to do these things up here. So you might read intensely. Okay, so you got your book open, your reading notebook open. You're going to stop and jot. So Post-its. You can write in your notebook the kind of things that I wrote here. Right? Details related to A, B, C, D. Okay, that's what you're going to focus on. Okay? They're the important details about characters that we need to remember. Okay? I'm going to come around and talk to you and see how you're doing. I'm going to look into your notebooks, see what's going on in there. But the important thing is that from these small details, we're going to create and grow big ideas. So it's important that we remember them and we write them down. Has anyone ever been to Legoland? Legoland, or you've seen like a whole city made of Lego?
Yes.
Right? So think of each detail as a tiny Lego. And as you go through the story, all those Legos stack up, and by the end, you've got this big idea. Right? And what we're going to ask you to do at the end is write about that big idea and prove that your big idea is right. So it's important you keep track of it. And that's what I'm going to have a look at today when I come. So everybody know what to do? Yes? Okay, go for it. Good luck.